Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Girls and Gays Let's Talk. I have my friend Claudia here with me.
Hello.
Hey, Claudia, how are you today?
I'm doing great.
What you been up to? What's new?
What's new? I went on a date yesterday.
Oh, you did? You haven't been
Yes.
in a while.
Uh, Tell me about it.
So, what was? How did it go?
It went really well. I really think that we'll see.
Let's see, are you gonna call him back?
Um, yes, we have been texting like the entire week, and then we went out for crawfish yesterday.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it was slightly too hot, but I mean the weather, but
Oh, I thought
um,
you meant the crawfish. I'm like, but you're
no.
Mexican.
Can you imagine like sweating and like trying to like maintain composure? No, it was fine. It's delicious.
That's good.
And then just just chilling. This past week was really low key.
That's good. It's good to just relax and not focus on everything.
Yes.
So tell me more about this guy.
This guy, well, he was really tall, and we went to crawfish, and he was like a normal person. I don't know. I don't
Good.
know how else to put it. He had like really nice conversation, and like what I liked about him initially was that he can really text really well.
Hmm.
I know it's so stupid, but like he only speaks English, which I guess it's fine. But like the way that he put his thoughts like one after the other, and how like he uses punctuation and all of that, that's
Hmm.
like really cute. I really like that. Um,
That's good.
because I mean, literacy is, I think, sometimes underrated and overlooked. Not with me, baby. Not with me. You are one mistake away, from like not differentiating effect and affect from being dead to me.
You must hate like texting me. You're the worst texter.
I am.
I don't know, like me.
Oh,
I'm awful at texting like that. I don't
no,
use
it's.
punctuation.
And then, what gets me sometimes too is like, some of those people only speak the one language, and then they have the
Yeah.
audacity to not even be good at it. What? Oh
So
my
you give
god.
more leisure to those of us that speak too.
Yes, if you speak, I mean, you have a little bit of room to screw up, but just one, and not even that. You know,
That's
heavy on
funny.
the judgment. Heavy on the judgment.
That's funny because you said like that he only speaks English and that's okay. Made me think I'm the complete opposite. I'm like, if he only speaks Spanish, I'm like, okay, but you should try to learn English. Since you live here, so it always throws me off when
Right.
they don't because it makes it harder. I feel like for me because every single time we go out, I have to translate everything,
Mm.
and then depending, what region you're from, you use different words. And
True.
so I'm not used to it. And so like a few people like that I've interacted with, like some of them have like looked at me like I'm an idiot for not knowing a word they only say in their small town. And I'm like, I haven't been there. How am I supposed to know what that word means?
Right. Maybe you should think about the word in English, and then we'll talk about it. What the
Yes.
hell? Oh my
And so
god.
whenever they had to like explain what it means in Spanish, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that you say this one word in your one country and that I've never even been to.
I need to know what country we're talking about just to like be specific about my hatred. Is it Central America?
It was like multiple people. Like one of them was a Cuban,
Okay.
one was um I think like Venezuela,
All right.
and I have had like Mexicans do the same thing to me though. And I'm just like, because like even Mexico, like certain sections of Mexico say different
Right.
things.
Right.
Like
It's
like
also
I found out recently that apparently some parts of Mexico put like parsley in their clothes whenever in order to make it smell better. And I told my mom that I heard that, and she's like, "I've never heard of that." And I told my cousin, and he's like, "Yeah, my part of Mexico does that."
That is crazy. But like I think that also that's a bigger part of the conversation too, because I was like, I don't know, it's like TikTok or Instagram or whatever, and they were like talking about the differences or like how the way that your parents speak, it's how you end up speaking that language, right? So for example, people who are like first generation Americans, like their language is like influenced in some way, and it's like, oh my god, like once you meet like other younger people that just have immigrated, and there's like, you talk like an like a mom, you talk like an aunt. It's like, yes, I do.
Yeah, because
Right,
that's
because
what
like
you're
your
used to.
speech, yeah, like your speech pattern, it's behind, right, on what your mom or your tias or whatever are saying, and it's not really catching up to modern times. I don't know. Language is fascinating.
Yeah, so it's very impressive when somebody can speak multiple. Like if somebody speaks three or four, I'm like, how do you do
Mm.
that? I can barely
Yeah,
handle the
right.
two.
I know.
I did try learning a third. Remember I used to want to learn Romanian,
Mm-hmm.
and I was doing
Girl,
like
why? Why?
I don't know. I just at the time like I was talking to like different people. Like I used to like talk online to random people, and so Romania was like the number one country that kept popping up. And so like you know what, I'm gonna learn it. And so I started. So I learned like a few phrases, and then I started doing Duolingo. But I don't know. I guess I kind of stopped talking to all of them, so I kind of didn't have a reason to keep going.
I see.
Yeah, but Romania was the one that like I wanted to go one day and speak the language. But then my one of my Romanian friends that I made told me that a bunch of the girls there speak Spanish
Hmm.
because they all watch novelas.
Of course.
And so I was like, that's funny. So I could like just randomly walk up to a random girl and be like, hey, do you speak Spanish? I need help translating. So I could do that. Or a lot of them do speak English, so I could like get through. But he said like the younger people do. So I could run
Right.
into people that don't speak either one.
Right. So you can like come to a person like, have you seen Mariela del Barrio? No, Teresa. Mm?
Exactly.
Testing the waters in regards to what they
Yeah.
can speak or not. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're lucky, then know Ugly Betty. Betty la Fea.
That was a good one. I used to watch that.
Oh my god, my brother was freaking obsessed with it. When we lived together, like for a time, that's all he watched. It was
Betty
like in
La
the
Fea.
mornings, like kind of like get ready. Like sometimes like people get ready to music. He will get ready to Betty La Fea episodes. It got to the point where I was like, I don't mind. You're free to watch whatever you want. Please put some headphones.
Yeah.
Why are you doing
But which
Betty
one
La Fea?
was he watching?
Like the original.
Like the old one?
Yes.
Not even
Became
like
available, I think in Prime. I think it was Prime available for like the first time ever. And or Netflix, who cares? It was streamable. And all day, every day, it was like, I doctor every day. I'm like, oh my fucking
yeah, because it wasn't even like a Mexican version. It was like another country, wasn't it?
God. Colombian.
Yeah, it was like Colombia. That's right. I was like, I remember that when I did see it, but I preferred the Mexican version.
That is extremely controversial.
I know, but
That's
I
a very
preferred it just
controversial
because
take.
like I felt like the like I understood the language better, and like it was newer, and I feel like the story flowed because it flowed better in the Spanish version.
You are wrong. And also, I don't understand your entitled to your opinion. However, that's a shit
Well,
take.
at
I'm
least
just
we
kidding.
can agree the English version was like the worst one.
The one with America Ferrara. No, the original one is like it's still really good, right?
I
It's
do like
extremely
that one.
problematic.
But
Scared her
I
away.
put that one number two, and I will put the American version as the third one.
Mm. Funny enough, there must be a Romanian version out there. You probably should like look into that one.
Now I kind of want to know if they do have their own version.
Yes, I think like it became so famous because like it literally was remade in many, many, many languages.
I didn't
Um,
know that.
yeah, back in the 90s. I don't know exactly how I watched this series, this novela. I was I was I needed to watch it before I went to Saturday school, which is catecismo. I have no idea how to say that in English. Is it catechism? Catechism? You know what?
Catholicism.
Catecismo. And it was a Saturday at 3 p.m., I believe. And and so I had to cut every episode short because I still had to like run all the way to the church. It was like a 10-minute walk or something like that.
Mhm.
And so like every Saturday it would come on, and then like every Saturday my dad was like, "You cannot, stick around to see the end because you need to go to the church." I'm like, "God dang it!" It's just like running, and that's how I watched Betty La Fea for like the first time that they aired it in Mexico, which was a million years ago, I bet.
Okay,
And then it's fun.
that's funny. I watched it when it was actually on TV. I
Hmm.
feel old now because I did I want to say the Colombian version. I can't remember what year that one came out. It might have been a rerun on TV because I don't. I That's I remember it being so old even back then. But the Mexican version, I watched it when it was actually on TV.
Yeah, the Mexican. Okay, yeah. Let's see, Betty. But in Spanish, it wasn't Betty la Fea. It
Yeah,
was, I have no idea. La Fea
yeah,
Más Bella.
yeah. La Fama Bella.
And
I
that
remember
came
la
in
canción.
2006.
You remember the song? The song was also better in Spanish in the Mexican version, like the intro song.
And then Yo Soy Betty la Fea, which is the Colombian one, it came out in 1999.
Oh dang, I was born, but I was young.
Shit.
I was I was only like what 5.
No, yeah. And I remember, so I was like 13 or so, and I
Hmm.
still was going to, oh my God, that's sad. Anyway, maybe I was
uh,
already a teacher by then. Maybe so. Yeah, maybe that was up. Anyway, the point is, it was a million years ago, and I got to watch it.
I'm surprised your brother was a huge fan because I don't know. I feel like those are like secret, like those are the type of shows that like now everybody that watched that show was gay. You know? I feel like that's one of those shows.
I don't know. He was fascinated by it, and I don't think that by the time he came, because he was like 7 or so when the show came out, right? He's a
Mm-hmm.
1992 baby, right? So maybe he remembers it with some sort of nostalgia, like
Oh, she like maybe watching it with your mom or something, or
right,
con las
and
tías. And so now
right,
he's like looks at it as like,
and like maybe
look
like
at
he
that.
attaches it to like a very nice w- part of his life, and that's how he watches it. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
so.
true. Yeah, because he would have been young when it came out.
Yeah,
If
he
I
like
was,
a eight, like 7 or 8.
yeah, because I was 5. Yeah, he would have been, yeah, 7.
Yeah.
Golly.
Anyway, Betty la Fea novelas and stuff. That's crazy. So
Yeah.
how long are the episodes now?
I don't know. I have no idea. I remember like the Mexican one was like an hour long, but with
I
commercials and
see.
all that, so it's probably like 43 minutes.
Probably so, right?
Yeah, but who knows? I haven't
Who
watched that
knows?
show in forever.
Yeah, we'll see.
Maybe I should. Maybe I should go back and watch it. Maybe I'll change
Betty
my
la
mind
Fea.
and I like the Colombian version better. I'm just
I
remembering the
watched
Mexican version.
I watched enough of the Columbia version already and heard of it and like memorized it. And every now and then he was like, "Oh my God, They're sleeping together for the first time. I'm like, again? And I was like watching, like rewatching the same episodes over and over. I'm like, oh my,
I don't know. I have trouble rewatching shows like that though. No matter what show it is.
like rewatching.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have shows like I have a show like that.
Have you heard anything else about your ex husband getting remarried?
So I found out, first of all, this is like not information that I am pursuing. This is information that just like falls in my lap, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because one thing is gonna be for sure. When you're gossipy, this happens to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
very
the,
true. Things just fall in your
like
lap.
yes, like the information falls in your lap. You like it's not like you go and like look for it, right? This is great. Anyway, um, I found out that my ex has a new girlfriend.
Oh, I'm surprised it's not a boyfriend.
I, actually, I am surprised too, but that is that is okay. I was actually talking about this with Monique this morning.
Mm,
Um, I was like, and I don't know what I have or what it is about me that like every friend that I have either is already gay or ends up being gay. And and like even like George, I swear to God, like even like my crushes from like like when I was
years ago.
little, like elementary school and shit. Like even like when we were like when I was little, I was like, oh my God, he's so cute, gay. Oh my God, I was like his girlfriend gay. Every single one of them since I was like, I don't know, 6, right? So when I eventually like got married and like, and all
Mm,
of that, I was like, how is this happening? Because like the vibe is not matching. You know what I mean? Like
mhm.
this is not very congruent with like what has happened since I was a baby. Anyway, um, now that my marriage ended and all of that, and I was like, you know what? Maybe this guy is gay. That's not important. The important part is like that I found out that he has a girlfriend, and I was like, oh man, how do you even like? Do you even begin to feel bad for them? And also, like, did the person that came before me, did she also feel bad for me? Like did
Yeah.
she see me like online and like posting pictures with him and then like thought to herself, ay, pobrecita. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this poor idiot, like referring like to me. And I'm like, how do I react to like the information that there's a new woman, like is it the same? Is it because it's not anger? It's not like
No.
I'm
It's
angry or anything.
it's more like acceptance.
Yeah, I guess it's just like but like I also don't feel sorry. I don't know how to feel. I feel like if there's nothing that anybody can tell you that it will make you like not want to pursue the person,
Mm,
right? Because even if like even deep down you know that maybe somebody is like not exactly great for you, but you still want to do it, right? It's like it's gonna be different with me. It won't. But like, and you're
yeah.
the Lulu brain. The Lulu brain. You're like, this is gonna be great. I
You're
am
chasing
so
red
different,
flags.
right? And then, I wonder, like, should I not come to her and be like, oh my god, he was the worst because X, Y, and Z, or should I be more like, hey, like, when this relationship eventually burns you out, reach out to me. Maybe we can compare points. You know?
I would wait until it ended, then reach out and be like, "Hey, I was the one before you," because who knows? Maybe like I guess I don't know. Some people don't change, but he could change maybe a little. Maybe he learned his lesson from you, and is it gonna
No,
be
you think
as
you,
bad?
do you think that people change like that?
Not dramatically, but I feel like maybe he'll eventually like slow it down or stop it for a while, you know, and then it's always
Yeah,
gonna
but
come back because I feel like he has internal jealousy. Like he feel like I don't know if he's been cheated on before or like he
he
has some
has.
kind of internal drama. Like he has trauma that he's dealing with, and until he goes through therapy and like works through it, he's not going to change.
I think that that hatred that you feel, that you say that he feels, which very much could be there, that is just repressed sexuality. You know what I mean?
Too.
I
It
think
could
like
be
eventually
that.
he'll come out of the closet. But that's neither here nor there.
It's true. I feel like he is. He's gonna come out one day. You're gonna
One
hear that song in
day.
the background. You're gonna see rainbows jumping out. He's gonna come out as bottom. Like
No.
I've never met
That's
him, so I can't
so
honestly
bad.
tell you like what I think, just because I've never met him.
You never
But
met Dad. You've never met him. You never will.
usually my radar is pretty good. I can feel it.
You can. I know. We'll see. Only time will tell, right?
True.
I
Time
don't know.
just reveals all.
I know. I know. Yeah. Well,
Nothing's
in the
for sure.
meantime, there was another lady who's like waiting for it all to happen to her and in front of her. The only thing that I pray for is that that she doesn't have babies.
Oh
And
yeah.
not even because it's like, oh, like we didn't have any babies out of jealousy or whatever. Like not even like that.
Mhm.
Just like,
Because they're gonna suffer.
yeah, he said maybe has he healed? Maybe he hasn't. You know, like another thing
Yeah.
that he always like swore up and down is that he was like full on celibate for 4 years
I
before he
don't
met me.
believe that.
And you know what? I fucking believe him
You
because
think
I
so?
am apparently the most gullible person in the world, and like it was like I was celibate for 4 years. I was like so damaged by my last marriage and like relationship or whatever. I was like, oh poor baby. Do you think that he was celibate for me for 4 years?
I
First
don't
of all,
believe
that's not the case, right? Because we just broke up last year. First of all, and then second of all, it leads me to question, like, was he like, should I have damaged him more? Like maybe that was not enough. Maybe I should have been like way
you should have
harsher.
burned the building to the ground.
Yes, because like
Slashed a
just
tire or
one,
two.
yes, just 1 year celibacy. Like the other one got four. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Like you're only
anyway.
worth 1 year.
Yeah, I was only just 1 year. This is unfair.
Hey, but that means he's healing. So he can move on from you and he won't be calling you.
He won't be calling me. Oh my god, please.
I don't believe it though. I feel like maybe for women, but not overall.
Maybe for women, why?
Like he was celibate from women, but not
Oh.
overall.
Yeah. Just confirming our suspicions that he is like not entirely just straight. You know
Mm,
what? It's fine. Oh. I don't think he's getting remarried.
he is.
I mean, probably, but not right now. I don't know. I haven't
Mm,
heard back.
okay.
Oh, yeah. I told my source, I was like, please don't tell me anything else about this man. I don't want to know.
I want to know. Give me the tea.
Do you? Oh, you want to know? Oh, yeah,
Yes.
no. He's like, no, I want to find out and then tell you. I'm like, then don't find out. So do you don't tell me. Anyway.
It was nice talking
But
to you.
it was so nice talking to you, George. And I'm so glad that you're doing this. And we'll catch up later.
Alrighty. Bye.
I love you. Bye.
That's it for today's episode of Girls and Gays Let's Talk. Thanks for hanging out with us.
If something we said hit home or made you laugh, cry, or text your toxic ex, you know what to do.
Leave us a review, share the episode with your favorite chaotic friend, and don't forget to follow us on socials for behind-the-scenes drama and messy opinions.
New episodes drop every Tuesday. Until then, stay loud, stay soft, and stay exactly who you are.
Bye.
Bye.